Dear children, it is a activity page 15. Activity page 15 for day 14. It is about the squares and square roots, that is finding squares and square roots. First you find the squares. Find the squares. 11 square equals 13 square equals 14 square equals 10 square equals 12 square equals 1 square equals 15 square equals 6 square equals 9 square equals 3 square equals 4 square equals 16 square equals 8 square equals 7 square equals 5 square equals 2 square equals. Now how will you get this square? It is already discussed in the previous classes and previous videos. So 11 square means 11 into 11. 13 square is 13 into 13. Find the product. 14 square is 14 into 14. Find the product of 14 and 14. Similarly 10 square is 10 into 10. 12 square is 12 into 12. 1 square is 1 into 1. 15 square is 15 into 15. So here if you want to get 11 square, you must do 11 into 11. You know, that is 121. If you know it directly. If you memorize it directly, you can write 11 square is 121. All of you must know the squares from the numbers 1 to 20. If you know it, you can directly write the answer, or otherwise find the product and write the answer. That is 13 square is 13 into 13. You know that is 169. Similarly 14 square is 14 into 14. Like this way, get the product of all these numbers. Get the square of the given numbers by finding the product of two equal numbers. Next, about the square roots. Find square roots. If you by heart it, it becomes easy for you. So it is better to learn and keep in your mind, and you can use wherever it is required. So it is square root of 256, then square root of 4, square root of 169, square root of 100, square root of 121, square root of 196, square root of 16, square root of 64, then square root of 1, square root of 1, square root of 9, square root of 14, square root of 144, square root of 225, square root of 81, square root of 125, then square root of 36. How will you get the square root? You can, it is not mean that 256 square. It is square root of 256. Means it is a square of which number, that you have to find out. You know that 256 is a square of 16. So you can write 16. Here you know that 16 square equals 16 into 16. You know that 16 6 is 96, and 16 on the 16 plus 9, 250. So 16 square is 256. Then what is the square root of 256? Square root of 256 is 16, you can write. Then what is the square root of 4? You may write 16. No, it is wrong. So square of 4 is 16. What is the square root of 4? You must find that it is a square of which number? You know that 4 is a square of 2. You know that 2 square is 4. Therefore square root of 4 is 2. Don't confuse in the squares and square roots. Here square root of 4 is 2, not 16. Square root of 4 is 2. Similarly, find the square root of 169. Find the square root of 100. Then what is the square of 100? Not, it is not a square of 100. You must write square root of 100. It is a square of 10. So the square root of 100 is 10. Similarly, square root of 121, square root of 196, square root of 16, square root of 64, square root of 1. What is the square root of 1? You know that 1 square equals 1, therefore square root of 1 equals 1. So you must write here 1. Then square root of 9. You know that 9 is a square of 3, so square root of 9 is 3. Then square root of 49, square root of 144, square root of 225, square root of 81, square root of 125, square root of 36.